The streets of New York had never witnessed anything quite like this. Hours before the highly anticipated BTS ARIRANG World Tour concert was even scheduled to begin, the city was already overflowing with an endless sea of purple as passionate fans from every corner of the world transformed Manhattan into what many described as the largest celebration of BTS ever seen outside South Korea. Airports were packed beyond capacity, train stations echoed with excited chants, hotel lobbies became gathering places for international ARMY communities, and iconic landmarks disappeared behind thousands of waving lightsticks and handmade banners. What began as excitement quickly grew into an unforgettable spectacle that captured the attention of local residents, tourists, business owners, and media organizations across the United States. Every street seemed alive with music, laughter, emotional reunions, and anticipation as fans counted down every passing minute until BTS would finally take the stage. Traffic slowed to a crawl throughout several major avenues, restaurants extended their business hours to accommodate enormous crowds, and police officers worked alongside event organizers to guide the constant flow of visitors moving toward the concert district. Helicopter cameras circled above the skyline, broadcasting breathtaking aerial images of purple-clad fans stretching block after block, while social media exploded with millions of live updates showing New York transformed into what many affectionately called Purple City. Families who had traveled across continents embraced one another after years of online friendships, longtime ARMY members welcomed first-time concertgoers with gifts and encouragement, and countless emotional stories unfolded before the concert had even started. Street performers played BTS songs on violins, guitars, and pianos as thousands gathered to sing together, creating an atmosphere that felt more like a worldwide cultural festival than a simple concert weekend. Local businesses decorated storefronts with purple lights, digital billboards displayed welcoming messages to international visitors, and every corner of the city seemed to reflect the overwhelming excitement surrounding the arrival of one of the world's biggest music groups. As sunset approached, the energy reached an entirely new level, with fans chanting BTS's name in perfect unison, their voices echoing between the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan. Even lifelong New Yorkers admitted they had never experienced anything with such intensity, emotion, and unity. Reporters rushed from one location to another attempting to capture every unforgettable moment, while live streams attracted millions of viewers watching from countries around the globe. Although the concert had not yet begun, history already seemed to be unfolding before everyone's eyes, leaving one unforgettable question hanging in the air. If the city looked this extraordinary before the show, what unimaginable moment awaited when the lights finally dimmed and BTS stepped onto the stage? The city that never slept became the city that celebrated BTS as dawn slowly broke over New York City. It became immediately clear that this would not be an ordinary day. Less than 24 hours remained before the highly anticipated BTS ARIRANG World Tour concert, yet the celebration had already reached extraordinary levels across Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and beyond. Thousands of international fans who had arrived days earlier filled the streets wearing purple outfits, waving BTS flags, and proudly carrying ARMY bomb lightsticks wherever they went. Times Square became the heart of the celebration as enormous digital billboards displayed BTS-themed welcome messages while fans gathered beneath the towering screens to dance, sing, and record unforgettable memories together. Music echoed from every direction as BTS songs played from portable speakers, cafes, restaurants, and even street performers who transformed ordinary sidewalks into lively stages filled with excitement. What made the atmosphere even more remarkable was the overwhelming sense of unity among fans from every continent. Visitors from South Korea, Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Australia, and dozens of other countries exchanged gifts, friendship bracelets, handmade banners, and heartfelt stories about how BTS had changed their lives. Complete strangers embraced like lifelong friends, proving that music had created a family without borders. Throughout the afternoon, fan-organized celebrations continued across Central Park, Hudson Yards, Bryant Park, and the streets surrounding the concert venue, where thousands participated in dance challenges, random play dance events, karaoke sessions, charity projects, and photo exhibitions honoring BTS's remarkable journey. Local businesses experienced one of their busiest weekends in recent memory as cafes introduced purple-themed desserts, restaurants created limited-edition BTS-inspired menus, and souvenir shops quickly sold out of purple merchandise. Hotel lobbies remained crowded with excited fans taking photos together before heading out to explore the city, while subway stations echoed with cheerful conversations in countless different languages. Police officers and event staff maintained a visible presence to guide the enormous crowds, helping traffic flow smoothly as visitors moved between fan events across the city. Television crews from around the world broadcast live from Times Square, interviewing emotional fans who had waited years for the opportunity to witness BTS perform once again. Many described the journey as the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, with some traveling thousands of miles and saving money for years just to attend the concert. As evening approached, the excitement reached another unforgettable level when thousands of synchronized purple light sticks illuminated the streets, creating a breathtaking river of glowing lights stretching across multiple city blocks. Drone cameras captured spectacular aerial footage of the gathering, revealing what appeared to be an endless ocean of purple beneath the dazzling skyline of New York. Fans counted down together until midnight, chanting BTS's name in perfect unison while fireworks from nearby celebrations reflected across the city's towering skyscrapers. The anticipation became almost impossible to contain as everyone knew that the next day would bring one of the most unforgettable moments in BTS history. Every smile, every song, every shared memory, and every heartbeat seemed connected by one overwhelming feeling that New York was no longer simply hosting a concert, but celebrating a worldwide reunion of millions of people brought together by the music, inspiration, and unforgettable legacy of BTS. The final countdown before history as the first rays of sunlight illuminated the skyline on the morning of the ARIRANG World Tour concert, New York awakened to an atmosphere unlike anything the city had experienced in recent memory. Long before most businesses opened their doors, thousands of fans were already making their way toward the stadium, dressed in coordinated purple outfits and carrying banners representing countries from every corner of the globe. Some had camped nearby overnight, while others left their hotels before dawn, determined to be among the first to arrive at the venue. The excitement was impossible to ignore as chants of BTS. BTS. BTS echoed through the streets, drawing the attention of curious tourists and local residents who stopped to witness the extraordinary gathering. News helicopters hovered above the city, broadcasting breathtaking live images of endless lines of fans stretching for blocks. Television anchors described the atmosphere as one of the largest fan celebrations New York had ever hosted, while social media platforms exploded with millions of photos and livestreams documenting every unforgettable moment. Around the stadium, volunteers distributed free water, snacks, and fan-made gifts, while ARMY members helped one another find entrances, exchange photo cards, and capture memories that would last a lifetime. Giant digital screens surrounding the venue displayed welcome messages in dozens of languages, recognizing the incredible diversity of fans who had traveled across continents to attend the concert. Every few minutes, spontaneous sing-alongs erupted as thousands of voices joined together to perform BTS's greatest hits, creating a powerful chorus that echoed through the surrounding neighborhoods. Local businesses reported record-breaking sales as cafes, restaurants, and merchandise stores welcomed an endless stream of visitors throughout the morning. Purple decorations covered storefront windows, taxis displayed BTS-themed signs, and even street musicians performed instrumental versions of beloved songs, adding to the festival-like atmosphere. Security teams continued guiding visitors through organized checkpoints while encouraging everyone to remain patient and enjoy the celebration responsibly. Despite the enormous crowds, the overwhelming mood remained one of joy, kindness, and mutual respect, with fans helping families, children, and first-time concertgoers navigate the busy surroundings. As the afternoon drew closer, anticipation intensified with every passing minute. Rumors spread that final rehearsals were taking place inside the stadium, prompting waves of excitement whenever faint sounds of music seemed to drift beyond the walls. Every unexpected movement near the backstage entrance caused thousands of cameras to rise into the air, hoping to capture the first glimpse of the members. The emotional energy became almost indescribable as fans realized they were only hours away from witnessing the opening performance of the ARIRANG World Tour in New York. Across Times Square, enormous crowds continued celebrating with dance performances, cultural exchanges, and countdown events that united fans from different countries into one unforgettable community. As sunset slowly approached and the city skyline glowed with golden light, the entire atmosphere transformed into a breathtaking sea of purple anticipation. Millions of online viewers watched live broadcasts while those standing outside the stadium held their breath, knowing that within moments the lights would dim, the music would begin, and one of the most anticipated nights in BTS history would finally become reality. As the final fireworks painted the New York sky in brilliant shades of purple and gold, the emotional atmosphere inside and outside the stadium reached its unforgettable conclusion. Thousands of fans remained in their seats long after the final performance, unwilling to let the moment end. Others stood silently with tears in their eyes, holding their glowing ARMY bombs high as they reflected on a night they had dreamed about for years. Throughout the city, the echoes of BTS songs continued to fill the streets as fans slowly made their way back to hotels, subway stations, restaurants, and gathering places, still smiling, still singing, and still sharing stories with complete strangers who would become friends through their love for BTS. The concert may have officially ended, but the celebration continued across New York until the early hours of the morning. Times Square remained crowded with fans replaying their favorite moments on giant digital screens, while cafes welcomed visitors eager to discuss every performance, every speech, and every unforgettable surprise from the ARIRANG World Tour. Around the world, millions of people who had watched online flooded social media with emotional reactions, fan edits, and heartfelt messages thanking BTS for another unforgettable chapter in their musical journey. Hashtags connected to the concert dominated global trends for hours, demonstrating once again the extraordinary influence BTS continues to have across continents and cultures. News organizations described the event as one of the most remarkable entertainment spectacles of the year, highlighting not only the breathtaking production but also the incredible unity displayed by fans from every part of the world. Local business owners praised the positive energy brought by international visitors, while city officials expressed appreciation for the respectful and joyful atmosphere maintained throughout the celebration. More importantly, the event reminded everyone that music possesses a unique ability to bring together people from different languages, backgrounds, and generations under one shared purpose. Families traveled together, lifelong friendships were formed, and countless unforgettable memories were created during a single extraordinary weekend in New York. For many fans, attending the ARIRANG World Tour concert represented much more than simply watching their favorite artists perform. It symbolized hope after difficult years, the fulfillment of dreams that once seemed impossible, and the chance to stand among millions of people who understood exactly why BTS had become such an important part of their lives. Every lyric, every smile, every wave from the stage, and every synchronized purple light became part of a memory that would remain in their hearts forever. Even after the stadium lights faded, the emotional impact of the evening continued to resonate throughout the city. Purple decorations remained visible across countless streets, souvenir shops displayed signs thanking international visitors, and local residents reflected on witnessing an event unlike anything New York had experienced before. The ARIRANG World Tour had transformed ordinary locations into places forever connected with unforgettable memories shared by fans from around the globe. Although the concert had ended, everyone knew the story itself was far from over. BTS would continue their journey to new cities, new countries, and new audiences, carrying with them the same message of hope, perseverance, friendship, and unity that had inspired millions for years. Likewise, ARMY members would return home with photographs, videos, banners, lightsticks, and souvenirs, but the greatest souvenir of all would be the emotions they carried inside their hearts. Long after the applause faded and the final fireworks disappeared into the night sky, the memory of New York's unforgettable ARIRANG celebration would continue inspiring fans to dream bigger, support one another, and believe that music can truly unite the world. Years from now, those who were present would still remember the feeling of standing beneath the brilliant lights, hearing thousands of voices singing together, and witnessing a city transformed into a sea of purple celebration. They would tell future generations about the excitement, the kindness, the friendships, the laughter, and the overwhelming emotion that defined one extraordinary night. Whether watching from inside the stadium or from thousands of miles away through a live stream, millions of people became part of the same unforgettable moment. And as the members of BTS waved goodbye one final time before disappearing behind the stage, one powerful truth remained clear to everyone watching: concerts may come to an end, but the memories they create, the friendships they inspire, and the hope they awaken can last a lifetime. The ARIRANG World Tour in New York became more than a concert, it became a celebration of dreams, unity, and the enduring bond between BTS and ARMY that continues to shine brighter with every passing year.